Life on Earth is a complex web of relationships. In the shadows, a hidden world thrives, the world of parasites. These cunning organisms have evolved to exploit other living beings, their hosts, for their survival. Parasites come in all shapes and sizes, from microscopic protozoa to larger organisms like tapeworms. What unites them is their dependence on a host for sustenance and often for reproduction. This reliance on another living being has driven the evolution of some truly remarkable adaptations, including the ability to manipulate the very behavior of their hosts. Imagine a world where your actions are not your own, where your every move is dictated by an unseen force. These parasites have evolved sophisticated strategies to control their hosts, turning them into puppets dancing to a deadly tune. The study of parasite-host interactions offers a fascinating glimpse into the intricate workings of nature. The idea of mind control might seem like the stuff of science fiction, but in the natural world, it's a chilling reality. Parasites, in their quest for survival and reproduction, have evolved the ability to hijack the nervous systems of their hosts, effectively turning them into puppets. Some parasites alter their host behavior in subtle ways, perhaps influencing their feeding habits or making them more active. Others induce far more dramatic changes, driving their host to engage in risky behaviors that ultimately benefit the parasite's life cycle. Some release chemicals that mimic the host's own hormones, disrupting their natural behaviors. Others directly manipulate the host's nervous system, sending signals that override their normal instincts. The result is a macabre spectacle. Creatures acting against their own best interests, driven by the unseen hand of a parasitic puppet master. It's a testament to the power of evolution, and a stark reminder of the constant struggle for survival that plays out in every corner of the natural world. The question arises, why go through the trouble of manipulating a host's behavior? The answer lies in the parasite's ultimate goals: survival, reproduction, and transmission to new hosts. For many parasites, manipulating host behavior is crucial for completing their life cycle. They might need their host to be eaten by a specific predator in order to reach their next stage of development, or they might need the host to venture into a particular environment where the parasite can reproduce and release its offspring. By subtly or dramatically altering a host's behavior, parasites increase their odds of survival and reproductive success. In essence, behavioral manipulation is a powerful tool in the parasite's arsenal, allowing it to exploit its host's biology for its own selfish gain. The methods parasites use to control their hosts are as ingenious as they are disturbing. These manipulations can be broadly categorized into three main approaches: influencing the nervous system, disrupting hormonal balance, and even altering genetic material. Direct manipulation of the nervous system is a common tactic. Some parasites release neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers of the brain, to hijack the host's neural pathways. This can result in altered moods, altered perceptions of the environment, and even complete control over muscle movement. Another strategy involves disrupting the host's delicate hormonal balance. By releasing hormone-like substances, parasites can trigger a cascade of changes in the host's physiology and behavior. These methods, often employed in combination, highlight the sophisticated ways in which parasites have evolved to exploit their hosts. Section 5. Nature's Puppet Masters. Examples of parasitic manipulation. The natural world is rife with examples of parasitic manipulation, each one a testament to the power of evolution to shape life in extraordinary ways. From fungi that transform ants into zombies to worms that make snails irresistible to birds, the stories of these parasitic relationships are as fascinating as they are unsettling. One striking example is the relationship between the Cordyceps fungus and carpenter ants. The fungus infects the ant, taking control of its nervous system and forcing it to climb to a high vantage point. There, the ant clamps down on a leaf, its body a vessel for the fungus to sprout and release its spores, continuing the cycle of manipulation. Another example involves Sporozoan parasites in fish. These parasites need to reach birds to complete their life cycle, manipulating fish to swim closer to the surface and change color to attract birds. Trematodes, a type of parasitic flatworm, infect snails and manipulate their behavior to benefit their own transmission. Section 6. The zombie ant and the killer fungus, Cordyceps and Ants. Deep within the rainforests, a macabre drama unfolds. Carpenter ants, normally industrious and social creatures, fall victim to a parasitic puppet master, the Cordyceps fungus. The story begins when an unsuspecting ant encounters spores of the fungus. These spores latch onto the ant's exoskeleton and begin to burrow their way inside. Once inside the ant's body, the fungus begins its sinister work. The Cordyceps fungus releases chemicals that hijack the ant's nervous system, effectively taking control of its brain and muscles. The ant, now a mere puppet, is compelled to leave its colony and ascend to a high vantage point, often the underside of a leaf. There, in a gruesome display, the fungus forces the ant to clamp down on the leaf with its mandibles. Section 7. Swimming to their doom, Sporozoan parasites and fish. Beneath the surface of lakes and rivers, another parasitic drama plays out. Sporozoan parasites, microscopic organisms with complex life cycles, manipulate fish to their own ends. These parasites often require multiple hosts to complete their life cycle. Fish serve as intermediate hosts while birds are their final destination. To make this leap from fish to bird, the parasites employ a devious strategy. They manipulate the behavior of their fish hosts. Infected fish exhibit a range of unusual behaviors, becoming more active and swimming closer to the surface, where they are more vulnerable to predation by birds. This manipulation increases the likelihood that the infected fish will be eaten by a bird, allowing the parasite to complete its life cycle. Section 8. The snail's unwanted transformation, Trematodes and Snails. In the world of parasites, few stories are as bizarre as the relationship between trematodes, a type of parasitic flatworm, and land snails. These parasites manipulate their snail hosts in extraordinary ways, turning them into living billboards that advertise their presence to predators. Trematodes infect snails early in their life cycle. Once inside the snail's body, they make their way to the snail's eye stalks. There, they begin to multiply and grow, eventually causing the eye stalks to swell to a grotesque size. The parasites also release chemicals that alter the snail's behavior. They cause the snails to move to exposed areas where they are more likely to be noticed by birds. Birds, attracted by the pulsating display, consume the infected snails, continuing the cycle of manipulation and parasitism. Section 9. An evolutionary arms race, coevolution, and defense mechanisms. The relationship between parasites and their hosts is a dynamic one, shaped by millions of years of coevolution. As parasites evolve new ways to manipulate their hosts in turn evolve defense mechanisms to resist these manipulations. This constant back and forth leads to an evolutionary arms race, with each species striving to outmaneuver the other. Hosts have evolved a variety of defenses against parasitic manipulation. Some have developed stronger immune systems, capable of recognizing and destroying parasites before they can inflict too much damage. Others have evolved behavioral defenses, such as avoiding areas where parasites are common or engaging in grooming behaviors that remove parasites from their bodies. Parasites, however, are constantly evolving new ways to overcome these defenses. Section 10. The ripple effect, impact on ecosystems and future research. The study of parasitic manipulation is not merely an academic curiosity. It has profound implications for our understanding of ecology, evolution, and even human health. Parasites, despite their often maligned reputation, play crucial roles in ecosystems around the world. By influencing the behavior of their hosts, they can have cascading effects on food webs, nutrient cycling, and the overall health of ecosystems. For example, by controlling the populations of certain host species, parasites can indirectly influence the abundance and diversity of other species in the ecosystem. Future research in this field promises to uncover even more secrets about the hidden world of parasitic manipulation. Scientists are using cutting-edge techniques to unravel the complex mechanisms by which parasites control their hosts, from the molecular level to the behavioral level. Section 11. A final thought: the unseen world that shapes our own. The world of parasites and their manipulative powers might seem like a gruesome sideshow, a macabre curiosity in the grand theater of life. Yet their stories hold profound lessons for us all. They remind us of the interconnectedness of all living things, of the delicate balance that exists between species, and of the constant struggle for survival that plays out in every corner of the globe. As we delve deeper into the hidden world of parasites, we gain a greater appreciation for the complexity and wonder of the natural world. We learn that even the smallest and seemingly insignificant creatures can have a profound impact on their environment. and it is a world that, in ways both subtle and profound, shapes our own.